So in this piece, we are talking about clay. That's my favorite thing. You saw my presentation at the beginning of the semester. Basically, you can smack clay with your hand. You can pull it, squeeze it, bend it, pinch it, roll it, slice it, and shape it. So that is, if you look at this piece, this person here is a case of bottles. It was done in 1964. It's a ceramic piece, and basically he took clay and made it look like bottles in a case. And then he fired it and he created the cracking in the kiln that you see with the glaze effect to make it look old. So clay, I just want to tell you, is not subtractive, it's additive. So you're adding, you have to put things together and add it to make it to look how you want it to look. In this one, in 1974, diggers accidentally drilled into the tomb of the first emperor of China. The tomb contained more than 6,000 life-size, extraordinary, lifelike ceramic figures of soldiers and horses. And basically the bodyguard for the emperor. Can you even imagine? Look at these. More recently, clerks, scribes, and other court figures have been discovered, as well as a set of magnificent bronze horses and chariots. I would love to see this. So this is an additive sculpture. On this piece, there is a video for you to watch on the lost wax process. So just take a moment and check that out because it's kind of cool because they show you how it works. And the definition that you need to know for this is casting. Okay, casting is when molds are made of various parts and filled with liquid clay and fired. Okay, casting. Molds are made for various parts and filled with liquid clay and fired. And of course, if you watch that video, it's going to tell you a little bit more about the process of this actual piece. And you'll thoroughly enjoy it because they show you how they do it. So here's a diagram of the lost wax casting process. So first, number one, the artist makes whatever it is that they want to cast. Then number two, they make each side, it's like a plaster fill. And then for both sides, number three, you have to do both sides. Number four, you open it out and take the sculpture piece out, and then you put stents in it so that you can put the metal in. And then number six, you cast it. But I'm telling you, please watch that video. It's very fascinating. You'll really enjoy it. So this piece has an interesting story behind it. Rubens, done in 1884. Basically, he uses bronze, a soft and malleable metal that can be joined by hammering and welding together. The piece commemorates 6 of the leading citizens during the 100-Year Wars of 1347. The leaders agreed to sacrifice themselves to England to end the war. Elongated hands to express the men's fear. But thank goodness when they got there, they did not die. They thought they were going to be sacrificed for that. So it's an interesting piece to see. So this piece, Variability and Repetition of Similar Forms, consists of 36 leg bones modeled after life-size camel bones and arranged across a large flat base. Legs appear unique, but each is a derivative from 3 or 4 models, refashioned in a variety of ways. In 1969, Graves exhibited life-size full representational camels molded of wood, steel, burlap, animal skin, wax, acrylic, and oil, and was in the Whitney Museum of American Art. It was the first woman show there. Why camels? Because they shouldn't exist. They have flesh, hooves, 4 stomachs, and a dislocated jaw. That's such a wonderful thing to watch. So in this piece, How, done in 1986, the artist uses fiberglass and acrylic. It's not a very big piece, but that blue just makes you feel like the wolf is outside at night howling at the moon. So Louise Nevelson created Sky Cathedral, 1958. She is one of the few very famous women sculptors. She uses collected or found items on the street, repurposes them, basically cuts them down, rebuilds them into a grid-like structure. Then she paints it all black to unify the piece itself. And if we think about a church or a cathedral, it's very linear. It has a grid form. To me, it's vertical and has little nooks and nannies. So this, to me, is a perfect expression of what a cathedral might look like.